Me, wakes up, so the nightmare begins again. There's an eye staring at me from the ceiling of my dream. Says, "This you. Don't forget what you know in your sleep. A gathering car crash with you in the driver's seat. A swimming pool slick with tanning oil, glistening on the skin." She waves a wad of 300 euros and says, "This is how you know if they're using you." Trees laden with hanging breast fruit, like floppy upside down prickly pears. No matter how well you clean them, you always get a mouthful of fleshy regrets. Seems a bit too late now to be worried about putting them on Instagram in case I feel overexposed. Only dream that comes true. Second thoughts means discarded drafts. Watching the discourse, but never engaging with our weariness and our profound doubt. Reach for the vape. Out of batteries again, or just won't even charge. Toss it into the pile of dead ones, extinguished by overuse, but still held on to for those emergencies. Hope is a tree can bloom many, many winters without seeing you again and a cloud of vape on Zoom. With nicotine gum for the professional look, lozenge on top for extra palpitations. Sorry I'm late. It took me a while to emotionally prepare for saliva, pause, urination, pause, perspiration, dry morning mouth, everywhere's out of fizzy vitamins. And the chewable ones are too tempting to OD on. This is the bit when the internet cuts out. Supposed to be my vape break. But maybe it's still working. So, what do you do for fun? I get stupid fucking high on the coffee running low as the moths laugh at our lavender oil deterrent, completing their languid laps round the kitchen island. Maybe raising money for some good insect-related cause. I imagine them reading the Sean Bonney poem we have framed on our wall, a line at a time, to boost morale, and our collective vowels humming like drones. The invisible, whatever that is, as if it didn't hover above us, announce itself with blue fire. Everything will be okay if the moths don't eat the last bag of my self-respect, self-raising flour, or when the worms eat my banana bread body, the inside's gone pulpy and overripe with beer. See you in hell, you stupid fruit. Almost set the juicer on fire, ramming carrot chunks into it without a blade, sharp enough to blunt this edge of dull longing. Get a tool to cut the red tape instead. It's the estate agents outsourcing us a property inspection video project over text. How considerate. Asking us for close-ups of the property's leaking taps, sinks, showers, mold in bathroom, dripping cistern, leaf-clogged gutters, bedrooms long empty, buzz-cut trim remains still scattered on the floor, cans piling up as my interest in ample kitchen counter space diminishes with age to a drip, drip, drop, flop. Everything will be okay when the worms eat the goods of the bourgeoisie, except that probably means me, moaning from home that I can catch mice, but I can't meet up with other cats. And the smoothie maker has left, along with the absent inhabitants. Everyone's in Zooms, Jitsies, or Teams if they're cursed. And I'm just sitting here with wanky birds, depressed pigeon. Doesn't know about 5-HTP or Kira low mood relief. Neither happiness nor anguish, but a steady state binder of memories and dreams to bore yourself and others with. Don't tell me I'll get tired of it. This is going to be a fantastic year for a narcissistic worship of loneliness. Overcoming self-sabotage? You seem to have lost this project brief before it even began. She decided to do a sort of boozer's sightseeing tour of her home instead, setting up a drinking schedule. Let's call it a couch crawl, to forget my hard day of endless labours. Ultimately, it was about the destruction of this world, with no new one in mind. And yet traces of the true self persist and threaten to ossify, clinging to that culty shit, because magnifying your unwise actions is another form of grandiosity. And candles can't cure karma any more than new skills can. Now time stops still on this unflattering freeze frame. Experts recommend sticking to your daily routine of self-defeating tasks, even when at home, even when you leave the home. To get more beer, more vape juice, putting on lipstick anyway, just in case, time stretches and snaps, resolve weakening like the rubber on the Tupperwares I finally got round to chucking out. It's nothing but a 3-ply elasticated tissue of lies. Personalized ads based on actual lifestyles speak in the soothing voice of the PageRank pal. Every mind really does matter to the bots. There's no shame in asking for their help. Change your chats, change your life advice. I'm all for good vibes if someone else is paying. So I'm once again asking for single dudes to explain quarantine to their coupled friends. Experts call it a roach-like crawling into an untapped vein of lonesome touch-free sauce, like the packet of vinegar I found at the bottom of my bag while optimistically sorting through clothes I have no immediate need of. We don't breed, so we don't perpetuate childhood dreams and the flight into free time tracked through the weekly report of screen time. Why don't you invest in yourself? Put the phone in the plastic bag drawer. Affection can't be measured by number of face chats, but someone's keeping score. So why not set your distance preferences to I only date men with bed frames anywhere? Connect to someone new, somewhere new, and spend the next 5 weeks staying alert just in case the love of your life will unexpectedly appear in the online window, which you are now free to check out and even screenshot the whole way through if you want, without seeming creepy or too keen. Developing pointless crushes on not only pointless, not even exes, but strangers on the other side of the world too. We're all frightened and horny. We should make a sex tape. But don't ask me. You're the one who's going to be dying. And I don't want to be horny anymore. I want to be happy. I mean, these video calls are even worse for social dynamics than IRL, when they were called people and they walked like this, arm in arm, or at a do I even know you distance. In the Sex in the Park by June, more like Psychoanalysis in the Park by May, lying outstretched as random dad herds the tricycle-wielding kids away. A sheet stuffed under the door on duvet days. Now everything is leaky. The neighbor's TV turned to the same old drama. Hey, I know you're not mad at me, but can you please remind me that you're not mad at me every 5 minutes? Ah ha ha ha. The affection I never received as a child. Give it to me. Fuck off, I'm busy. And you're not young anymore. Always remember, you're average and replaceable. With my underpaid job, it's hard not to get overexcited. Congratulations on your 50th mention. I can't be doing this to myself, and yet I am. Checking academia.eu, waiting for you video call. Still waiting. Φέτος καθόμαστε στα αυγά μας. Μένουμε σπίτι. Περιμένουμε την Ανάσταση live από το ραδιόφωνο. Ο Χριστός και η Παναγία. Όλη η πολυκατοικία με πήρε για βόλτα στους δρόμους της Αθήνας, the streets of Athens, watching new look on Monia Square emerge from the bird's eye time lapse, a fountain erected, hoardings still protect it. You have to tempt with romantic idols to dismantle your oblivious idols. Just eating ice cream, mainly, until the resurrection. Is this something I don't know about? I always thought you didn't want me. to ask, have I done you harm in some way? Or does the harm work both ways? To find out, watch the entire Sorry saga streaming online now, if you can bear sifting through it. Keep searching, keep shredding, or just avoid doing it tomorrow all over again. Thank you.
Whoa!
Yeah.
Woo!